Oh god, this went to one lane. There's a cop car in the right lane. He's taking the spot. Okay, good. It went back up to 2 lanes, I think. Nope. No? It did not? Yeah, okay, it went back to 2 lanes again. Yeah. It was like a very temporary 1 lane thing. According to Google Maps, this is the best route I can take. Like, Google Maps is, like, not telling me that there's a better route. Although sometimes, like, what I do is that, like, I cancel out of Google Maps, and then, like, I try to put in my destination again, just to see if it gives me something new. Because sometimes it doesn't always do that. Sometimes it does do that, though. It will be like, hey, I found a new route. Like, do you want to go there? And I'd be like, sure.
Head south on Frank Sinatra Drive toward Yen Way.
Okay. It kind of changed. It kind of changed a little bit. A little. Like literally a fucking little. But it's better, I guess. So, driving hands-free to talk on your phone is perfectly legal. But there was a Mythbusters episode where they tested to see, like, if it's truly safer, though. And it was like, the answer was actually not really. Like, if you're focused on the conversation you're having on your phone with the other person on the line or something like that, then, like, that's focus less being taken from you driving. And, you can still get in accidents, too. I mean, like, it's still better than holding the phone with your other hand and driving or whatever like that, or trying to text, obviously. Because texting, you have to actually look at letters, crap, but the thing is that Mythbusters, when they just said it didn't seem like it was any safer. However, to be fair also, they were doing like a very not normal hardcore test though, to get rid of variables and shit. Because what they were doing in that episode was like, they were having like Adam and Jamie like do fucking math problems and shit. It's like, who the hell's doing math problems when they're driving though? Like, if anything, you'd answer your phone, hands-free or whatever, and then, like, it's your wife on the phone. She'd be all like, hey, can you go to the grocery store and pick up, like, milk and eggs or some shit? And you'd be like, cool, love you, babe. And she'd be like, cool, love you, babe, or whatever. And shit. The fuck is this guy doing? Yo, this is guy literally driving in the wrong lane. Like, he's driving...
Head south on Frank Sinatra Drive.
He is driving in the lane going this way. And there is no middle lane, actually. So he's literally driving in it. And then, of course, like, other cars are swerving out of the way for him. Yo, that's some, like, Final Destination bullshit right there. He did eventually cut in front of someone, though, so he's in my lane now. But, like, damn, that takes balls, though. Like, was he in a hurry or something? And, yo, these guys are going pretty fast on this side. They're going, like, at least, like, 35, 40 miles per hour. Yeah, MPH, sorry for all my kilometer people out there. I can't convert that shit. But every car does have MPH and kilometers on it, though. 60 miles per hour, which is like the average speed for a highway here in America. I guess it's like, that's like 100 kilometers per hour, though. 40 miles per hour or 45. It's about like 60, 65 kilometers per hour. Actually, no, wait, 45 miles per hour. Looks like it's... Yeah, it's about 65, yeah. 50 miles per hour looks like it's about 70. Yo, it's gonna take me an hour. It is legit gonna take me an hour to get home. Oh my god. Google Maps is telling me that I can get home in 17 minutes. I don't think I can. I don't think I'll be able to. If I was driving a motorcycle, I feel like I could like make an instant, like, immediate U-turn right here. I don't think I can. I don't think there's enough room for me to just hard U-turn the other way. Because I think it would be faster, which is what Google Maps is trying to tell me to do in the first place. I mean, it would definitely be an illegal U-turn, though. Because you're not supposed to make a U-turn in the middle of the road. And there's way too many cops around here to try and pull that shit. But if there wasn't cops around, I feel like I would do it. I would still do it right now. I mean, not this second. There's still people driving, but as long as I know it's clear, just go and completely turn. I think there's enough room. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to do it, though. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to risk it, but it looks like there's enough room for my little car. This is actually why I don't like to drive big cars, too. I don't like to drive big cars like vans or trucks because, like, I feel like I'm in less control, like driving those hunk things. And I feel like I have less vision driving those things, too. So I've always preferred just owning a small car. And, like, I can make, like, really, like, tight turns, basically. I moved like 10 feet. I've literally moved like 10 feet. The fuck is that? I saw this like tiny little thing on the right side. That's not a car. I think it's like a personal traveling device. Actually, I think it's like one of those weird go-kart things that like the employees used to get around. I think that's what I saw.
Continue on Frank Sinatra Drive for 1.5 miles.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, like, fucking Google Maps, like, actually gives me an accurate time now. Now it's saying 24 minutes to get to work, which I think now is more accurate. Not work, to get home. Was this guy trying to get in my lane? I think he was trying to get in my lane. I mean, to be fair, like, I wasn't even trying to cut him off, though. It's just that there's just no room, though. But he looked like he turned left, though. He turned left into me. Why though? Is this going to become one lane? This better not become one lane. It doesn't look like it is becoming one lane, though. I think he just wanted to get in my lane for whatever reason. Yeah, I think he just wanted to get in my lane. Yo, I see people trying to make a right turn. Okay, now, the guy on my right side of me is an asshole, definitely. Because, like, I'm at that point in the junction where, like, you're supposed to leave space so that way people in the other side of the junction can, like, make a left turn in front of you. And, like, I left space, but the guy on the right of me, though, he's still moving. Like, he's trying not to leave space. I'm nice about that. I always leave space at junctions. Yeah, I let them move in front of me. It's always kind of awkward when you see the car like that close to you, making that left turn. But you know, it's like if I was in their shoes, I would be appreciative if someone let me make my left turn. Making right turns is always easier than making left turns because left turns means you're having to go against the flow of traffic. I mean, at least here in America, because we drive on the right side of the road. If you're in other places where you drive on the left side of the road, then making the left turns easier and making the right turns harder. I have driven in Mexico, America, in Europe, and I have driven a little bit in Japan. I had to take so many classes to drive in Japan, though. Because the class is actually required. They kind of had to, like, reteach you how to drive, basically. I'm pretty sure my Japanese driver's license is expired because I haven't been there for a while. So I would need to, like, take a retest. I'm not sure if they would require me to go back to class again, though, or if I could just take another retest. Yeah, I think it depends how many years, because, like, if I was still, like, actively driving Japan, I think they would just make me take a test again. But since it's been so long, they probably would require me to take classes again. Here in America, though, like, oh, shit, he made an illegal U-turn, and he was able to do it. Well, shit, if the pickup truck in front of me can do it, then I can do it, too, then. Because I wasn't sure if I had room for that. But if he did it, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Woo! Alright, I did it. I did it. I did it. There was no cops.
Frank Sinatra Drive for 1.5 miles.
There's no cops. There's no cops. Yo, I went from 24 minutes to 17 minutes. This way's faster. This way's faster. Yeah, boy! Woo! Alright. Yo, I'm moving. I'm moving now, man. I'm moving now. I'm making a left turn, Russell. Alright. Oh, I can't do that. There's a dude next to me. Alright. I'll make a left turn in Russell. Alright. I'm afraid to get in that left lane, though. I'm afraid to get in this left lane. So this left lane is the one that everyone's getting into. So, like, I might just miss my turn, honestly. If I miss my Russell turn, then, like, I'm just gonna make another turn. Because it's gonna be faster. It'll still be faster, honestly. Also, even though, like, I live here and I know the streets, I always use Google Maps, actually. Just because Google Maps at least warns me when shit's, like, traffic jammed up. Or, like, when shit has, like, an accident or something. And Google Maps isn't the smartest thing either. Like, sometimes I do actively ignore Google Maps. It tells me turns to make. But I still have it on, though. I still have it on because, like, it's nice to have the map info. Basically. Like, I type in my destination, basically, still, though. And then like, I kind of like Google Maps just basically kind of, like, just give me, like, hints. It'd be like, I think you should turn this way. And then, like, I just make a decision whether or not I'm going to believe in Google or not. I'd be like, no, I'm making a turn on the other street instead. And the thing is that, like, another thing, too, is that Google Maps also only tries to calculate, like, distance. It doesn't really try and calculate the ease of access from streets. So, there are definitely streets around here where, like, Google Maps would tell you to make a left turn, but, like, it's at one of those weird junction spots without a stop sign or, like, without a traffic light or traffic signal, which means you have to yield to traffic. And if you're trying to yield to traffic, trying to make that left lane, I know these streets, and I know that some of those junctions, you will never, I repeat, you will never make that left turn. So it's actually easier. It's easier, and it would actually be faster to make that right turn, actually, and then, like, kind of, like, go the long way around. Because, like, if you were to stay in that junction spot, you'd still be waiting to make that left turn. Whereas, like, if you make the right turn, you can make the right turn right away, going into the flow of traffic, and then, like, and then again, just make a U-turn later on or something, or whatever, basically. But, you know, that's because I know the streets. Google Maps doesn't know the streets. Google Maps just picks the distance, basically.
Use the middle lane to turn left onto West Russell Road.
Google Maps is only smart enough to know when to, like, try to avoid accidents, I guess. But even then, though, like I said, it's still not quite the smartest. And before I used Google Maps, I actually was always using MapQuest. But I found MapQuest and Google Maps to be, like, equally, like, about as, I don't know, to be equally about, like, as smart as each other. They probably use, like, the same algorithm or something for that. So the only reason why I use Google Maps, honestly, is because of the voice. I like Google Maps voices more than MapQuest's voice. That's literally the only reason. It's not because I think it's more accurate or anything like that. It's just because I just like the voice better. I also, like, I don't know, maybe like this is, like, somewhat biased, but, like, I do think it updates faster, I think. But again, I'm not sure if that's because, like, it's been so long since I used MapQuest, though. It might have just been a while since I used MapQuest, and I'm at that weird part where, like, it's a green light, and, like, I don't want to be trapped, like, in the middle of the lane, because, like, the lane is so backed up.
In 1,000 feet,
It's
turn
so,
right onto the I-15 North ramp.
it's so super backed up that, like, you know, like, if you keep going forward, you might be stuck in the middle lane, and it's, like, super awkward. But then, like, the other lane, like, they have a green light now, and yours is technically red, but you're still stuck in the middle. And I don't think I'll be able to make this left turn.
Turn right onto the I-15 North ramp.
Oh, they want me to make a right turn? Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. I literally wasn't paying attention. I think I'm gonna miss my turn. I went in the middle lane. I tried to, like, lane hop again, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. There's too many people trying to get into the I-15 now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna miss my turn. I can't. Okay, I could have cut this guy off. I could have cut this guy off. I don't know. I'm looking when I could cut someone off. These guys are going a little bit too fast. I don't know if I could cut them off. Like, I'm looking for that very slow driver to cut off, but I don't know if I can. Yeah. I say cutting off like it's such a safe. Oh wait, I could go now. There we go. Basically, I didn't cut anyone off. I just waited until like they were all gone, and then I went through.
For half a mile.
So that works. That works for me. I'm getting to the I-15. Google Maps is saying that I-15 is a little bit backed up, but like, I'm not seeing it actually. It doesn't seem like it's too bad. Google Maps has like a red line.
Follow signs for I-15 North Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City? Okay, now that I'm on the I-15, I no longer need Google Maps. Oh shit, I'm actually technically not on the I-15. Oh, I ain't here. I ain't here yet. I'm on that weird side road. Okay, I'm turning off Google Maps though, because I know where to go now. I know where to go. I definitely also always use Google Maps when I'm like in the middle of like the strip, because yo, shit be happening on the strip all the time. So even though the strip is technically like one straight road, it don't go straight. It swerves, it like has weird exits. So I don't drive enough on the strip enough actually, because I just drive straight to work and like that's it, you know. Oh yeah, I know how to get home now. All right, awesome, awesome. Okay, I see what Google Maps was saying. It's a little backed up, but I'm moving though. I'm driving at like 50 miles per hour, and that's definitely moving. Oh my god, thank god. Yo, this record has been going on for 49 minutes. I feel like I could have live streamed this. I feel like I totally could have live streamed this. Oh my god. But I guess probably it's better that I don't live stream this, because then like chat would be distracting me. We don't want to get into an accident on stream now. Yeah, my road is definitely more focused on... My eyes are more focused on the road. I can't even talk right now. I didn't get free beer today. Yesterday I got free beer there, but not free beer today. Actually, I got free G Fuel. I've never tried G Fuel before. Like, I've always seen the advertisements for it and shit. I never tried it, and I didn't want to go out and buy it either. But I got free G Fuel though, and the guys that were giving it out, they also like wanted us to like take a picture with like their cosplayers. It was like Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I took a picture with them. I think I got raspberry. I either got raspberry or cherry or some shit. He had two flavors, and then he gave me one. I didn't want to be picky or anything like that, so I just took what he gave me. Oh, okay, now I see. I-15 is like super backed up. It's getting to the backed up point. But thankfully, I'm not driving on the I-15 anymore. I'm driving on a side road. So I get to avoid that backup. But damn, I can see the backup now. Yo, I'm glad I'm not there. It is midnight. It is midnight my time right now. Need I remind you guys that EVO ended at 11. So it literally took me an hour just to try and get out of there. It took me like 45 minutes just to get out of that parking garage, basically. It was like half an hour. It took me half an hour to get out of that parking garage, but then like I spent like another 15 minutes on Frank Sinatra, which is basically like not the Las Vegas Strip, because the Las Vegas Strip is Las Vegas Boulevard. But Frank Sinatra though is like a side road to Las Vegas Boulevard. It's kind of like the back road, actually, to the casinos. So you drive on Frank Sinatra if you know that it exists. And also, Frank Sinatra leads directly to the parking garages, actually. Like, it literally leads to the parking garages for, like, almost, like, every major casino. So it's actually very convenient. But I guess it's kind of, like, not convenient when everyone else is using the road, too. And another thing, too, is what makes it not convenient is timing. Because, like, you know who else uses Frank Sinatra? Employees. Employees also use Frank Sinatra. I'll just keep it dark. The employees also use Frank Sinatra to get to work as well. So like, if you leave or enter at a certain bad time, then you know you kind of in that traffic jam. Which I guess is what was happening. Because again, I was on the 4th floor parking garage. And 4th floor is the last floor that it says for the Mandalay Bay guest. After the 4th floor, it's supposed to be employees only. But I saw people coming from above 4th floor. They were coming from like 5th and 6th. So I think all the employees were getting out at the same time, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm going to assume it's not just employees, though. It's got to be, like, vendors and, like, anybody that's there to work, basically. Like, if you're there to work, you get to park in the employee area, essentially. Because that's kind of like where how the casinos work, from my knowledge, too. Especially, like, where I work. Like, you get to park in the employee parking area if you are not... If you're there for work, even though you don't essentially work for them. And, like... For me, my employee parking garage, like, it's the same kind of thing where it's like we park at the very top level. The guests get to park in the first levels because that's more convenient for them, obviously. But yeah, I didn't want to pay $30 for parking at Mandalay Bay. So actually, I would have ended up parking at my employee parking area, which unfortunately is going to be like a 15-minute walk to the Mandalay Bay. Maybe 20-minute walk. Depends on, like, how much I get stopped by at traffic lights, but... It was going to be a 15 to 20-minute walk to the Mandalay Bay from where I work, but I would have, like, been okay walking that distance, I guess, because it would have been free. But then it was free for me to park in the Mandalay Bay. But, here's the big but now. If I knew that it was going to be such a pain in the ass to get out of there, I guess essentially it would have been actually kind of faster if I parked in my own employee parking area. Because, like, where I park, actually, it's never busy. It is legit never busy. Because, like, my employee area, it's not, like, a super major hotspot for anything. So, like, I park up on the 11th floor. I park all the way up there. And then I drive all the way down to ground level. And then I just go and drive home. And there's usually not much in the way of traffic. Again, the only thing is I had to take the 15 to 20-minute walk to, you know, in and out, though, essentially. Which definitely sucks, though, because I definitely bought shit at EVO again on my second day here. And what definitely sucks about that is I always want to park at the convention because when I buy shit, I don't like to carry it around. The only thing I should be carrying around is, like, my camera equipment and, like, my water bottle and what other shit I have in my bag. So when I buy shit, I would try to, like, buy all my shit at once if I can. But usually I'm not able to do that. So I'll buy my shit and I will go immediately straight to my car just to drop it off. And then I'll come back to the convention floor again. So sometimes I will make like 5 or 6 trips back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It sucks and I wish I could do it on one trip. But sometimes I also don't know what I'm going to buy either. And I'm on the fence when it comes to buying stuff too. So it's like, if I can afford to, it's like I'll go to like 3 different vendors. I'll buy shit from all 3 of them if I know I'm going to do it. And then I'll have, like, all those bags with me, and then I'll go to my car and drop it off. Unfortunately, though, sometimes I don't know what I'm going to get, though. So it's like, I go to one vendor, I buy shit, and then I think to myself, am I going to buy anything else? Like, is there anything else that I know I'm going to buy? And sometimes I'm like, I don't know, actually. And if I don't know, that means I'm walking around. And if I'm walking around, I don't know how long I will be walking around. So it's very cumbersome to carry around merchandise with you. So, like, I go to my car then. I go to my car, and then I walk around again. And then, like, you know, maybe I buy shit in the next 10 minutes, which sucks. Or maybe I buy shit in, like, 2 hours. And, like, in that case, that's 2 hours I save myself from cumbersomely having to carry my things around with me. Because sometimes I buy big shit, too, that doesn't fit in my bag. And which means, like, I'm carrying a fucking box with me, essentially. Which is how it was in my last EVO. Not last year, obviously, because we didn't have EVO last year. But, you know, the last time I physically went to EVO, I bought a fucking computer monitor. Because it was discounted. Because it was, like, one of the used monitors. Hashtag used. Like, you know, it was used just for the tournament, so it was only used for, like, a couple hours, basically. And then they were getting rid of them. So, like, I was getting them essentially brand new on discount. And I bought it. And then, like, I bought it, to be fair, at the end of the haul, because, like, that's usually when they get rid of their monitors and shit, which is why you always stay at the very end, because sometimes they also even sell consoles. Like, they sell, like, the PS4s or the Nintendos that they used for the tournament, but they don't want to, like, take them back either, so they try and sell them for cheap. So you always want to stay till the very end. You never want to leave early, just for those, like, crazy discounts. Not just that, too, the artist gallery, too. The artist gallery, sometimes also for the vendors there, the artists would start selling like their keychains and posters super cheap too as well, because sometimes it also might be too annoying for them to try and travel back with them, so they want to like lighten their load like as much as they can essentially. Of course, if you bought from that vendor before, then like you've already bought from them. Here's the thing though, it's a give and take, because if you wait to the very end to buy like from the vendors, they might not have the stuff that you want, you know, but then you get stuff at discount, but then like the thing that you wanted though, it might be sold out. But then at the very least though, as far as like the monitors and systems are concerned, like that's almost guaranteed, you know, so yeah, definitely wait to the last second for that. But yeah, like it would suck to walk around with that computer monitor. So if I did buy that computer monitor at the middle of the day, I definitely would have dropped it off at my car, which would suck if I would have to walk like 15 minutes to get to my car, you know, or half an hour to get to my car if I park super far away. So that's why I just want to park on the site basically. But in that case, so it didn't matter though, because like I said, it was at the end of the venue and it was at the end of the night. So I basically bought that shit like at 10:55. So then I was gonna go walk out anyway. So it was like already 11 o'clock by the time I got to my car with the computer monitor, which I'm still using. I am still using that computer monitor to this day, which means it's only about 3 years old, because my last footage from 2019, because 2020 was canceled and 2021 was also canceled. 2020 and 2021 was online only, which is essentially canceled in my book. So 2019 was the last time I had physical Evo, which means that that's when I bought my monitor, so I'm still using that monitor. So I've only had this monitor for about 3 years now, which is really good by the way. But yeah, I'm trying to make this left turn. Yield to traffic. I mean, it's not so bad to yield to traffic when like it's fucking midnight, unless you're at the strip, in which case there's still traffic on the strip. But anyway, I'm within the neighborhood, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here. I'm at the 1 hour mark. I fucking ranted for an hour. I'm kind of glad I did. This kind of gave me something to do when I was in that traffic jam. But I'm gonna go and park, guys. So I'll see you all bitches in the next live stream. Laters.